Hi, my name is Billy D'Addario, and I write romance novels. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to improve your writing over time. I have 10 ideas for us, and I think every writer strives to improve their writing, and it's something that can be done, fairly easily. There are some things that you need to make a specific effort to do, but it can be as easily as my first point is make a daily writing practice. There are some schools of thought that say that you don't have to have a daily writing practice, but I think that you do need to have a daily writing practice. Writing every day keeps your mind fresh, but it also helps you develop the muscle memory, the brain memory that you need in order to improve your writing on a regular basis. Number 2 is plan and then write. I happen to be a pantser, so I know that it's counterintuitive for me to say to plan then write, but you have to have some sort of plan. Even if it's no more than a couple chapters ahead, you have to have some sort of an idea of where you're going before you start to write, and that'll be helpful. Number 3 is experiment. Write a little bit above the level that you are comfortable with when you're writing. So if you have never written a novel with multiple points of view, give that a try and see how it goes. If you've never added a flashback scene in one of your novels, give that a try and see how it goes. Stretch yourself in your writing, just to see how it goes, just to give that a practice. Point 4 is read good writers, both inside and outside the genre that you're writing for. It is the number one way to improve your writing is to read, and read good writers. It will help you keep abreast of what is going on in the industry, what is going on in your genre, what publishers are looking for, what may be coming down the pike next. So you know what trends are popular with publishers. It's something that is pretty vital for us to understand and to go along with. Number 5 is to be concise. Hemingway was one of the first writers to change the voice of writers, and he wrote in a concise, news-like manner. He had been a reporter before he was a fiction writer, and so he took that style of writing and got rid of the purple prose, and thus we now have a new way of writing that is very popular. Learn to be conversational. We want to engage our readers, and so we need to be conversational. We need to draw them in, and one way that we can do that is by being conversational, making it easy for them to read what we've written. Number 7 is to think about our audience. When I'm writing a romance novel, one of the things that I do is I picture one person reading my novel, and I write for that one person, that one perfect romance reader, and that's who I write for. And I keep in my mind the conventions that I need to follow in order to please that one reader. And they include things like a happy ending and romance and love and some conflict and resolution to that conflict and things like that. A happy ending. Number 8 is read your writing out loud. When you read your writing out loud, it helps you to discover, I have a hair on my face. It helps you to discover your mistakes and your errors. It slows your reading down, and you can find out things about your writing that you didn't know before. For example, when I read out loud my first novel, I discovered that my paragraphs at the end of the day, when I would stop for the end of the day, I would forget to put punctuation at the end of my paragraphs, which was something that I didn't realize that I did until I started reading out loud. And then I discovered, hey, I have this habit of not putting punctuation in at the end of my paragraphs. So not a good thing. Get feedback. Critique groups and beta readers are important. They're not easy to find, and you need to have a critique group and beta readers that you trust. You don't want to just give your book to anyone and say, here, read this. You need to have trust that they're going to give you good advice, that they're going to be gentle and supportive toward you, that they're not just going to get your book and then totally trash you, and not be supportive of what you're trying to do, because that's not helpful. That just hurts your self-esteem as a writer. You want a critique group and beta readers that will be not just negative, but will be supportive of you also. And they're hard to find. Critique groups and beta readers are not that easy to find, and finding a group that really appreciate what you do and what you're trying to accomplish may not be easy, but they are worth finding, searching out, so that way you can improve as a writer. And number 10, you need to put yourself out there. You don't want your writing, your best work, to sit on a shelf and just collect dust. You want your writing to be out there. You want to share your writing with other people. Otherwise, why bother to write if you're not going to share your writing with other people? So keep that in mind as you're writing. That one of the things that you need to do as a writer is share your work. And you know, if you're writing poems or short stories, you know, there are magazines and journals dedicated specifically for poems and short stories. And if you're a novelist, you can go through traditional publishing, where you submit your work to an agent, and they try and sell your novel, or you can go through publishing it yourself, which is a process, it's you know, you have to fire your own editors, your own layout people, your own cover designer, things like that. But then you own all the rights to your novel. You get 100% of the money earned, things like that. So that's 10 different ways to discover how to write, how to improve your writing. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you found this helpful, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, and keep writing. Thanks a lot.